Okay, here goes. This is me attempting to explain why I am doing this, why I'm putting things up on YouTube at the moment. And it's me trying to tell you it without sounding soppy. But essentially, these things got me through an ankle operation and all the kind of pain and kind of ups and downs associated with recovering from quite a hefty operation. This was one thing that I could do, whether I was on my feet or not. I could sit myself down in the chair in front of the fish tank and I could potter, as I call it. And it got me to thinking that fish keeping is one of those things that is pretty accessible. Yes, there are some cost issues involved in fish keeping, but actually there are a lot of ways around that, in terms of reusing stuff and being quite clever and nifty with how you make things and DIY little things. And it's proven to be really relaxing. And I think that was the main thing that I found, was that throughout the whole time that I started to fish keep again, I fish keeped when I was 15, something like that. And then the fish tank had been in the garage for 15 years. And I got my brother to bring it up to me and set it all up about a week after I got out of the hospital. And it just made me feel so much better. And it gave me something to do when I was off work. And when I started to be able to sort of move around a bit better on my crutches, it kind of got me out of the house to go to the fish shop. It got me to know the people at the fish shop better, because I had to ask them to take the fish to the car for me and help me out because I was on crutches. And it was just a social thing that meant I could find something that was accessible, social, where I was still engaging my brain. So I wasn't just sat. I had this vision when I first went off sick, that I was going to binge watch The Wire, which was a series that I loved way back when. And I didn't watch a single episode of The Wire because I was just obsessed with the fish tank. And so when I did those videos about fish jumping, that was because I just got completely obsessed. I really, really wanted these tanks and this basement. And now I have it. But the reason I'm doing these videos is not just because I want to show you the basement and show you all the things I'm up to. It's because I have this idea based on how good fish keeping made me feel. And that is that I think there's a place for a fish keeping charity, a movement along the lines of the men's sheds movement, which is why I've called this the Aquarium Shed channel. I think there's a space for a social enterprise style fish shop and workshop space, where people that are maybe suffering from low-level depression, anxiety, maybe they also are having physical health difficulties like I was having, whatever it might be, that there was a space that they could come to, learn a new skill, access a skill that might previously they felt was a bit inaccessible because of the costs we were talking about earlier, realize that actually that's a relatively easy thing to overcome, meet people, socialize, perhaps. If this was a space that was split between being half workshop space at the back and half a shop space, then perhaps learn some new skills via the shop and working in the shop, and meet people and enjoy the hobby together and overcome a lot of those obstacles in life that you don't realize are so easily fulfilled by getting up and doing stuff. And that's what I found, was that fish keeping was that thing that I could do. Didn't matter whether I was feeling really rough or, I just didn't have any energy that day because of, the painkillers I was on or whatever. There was always something I could just potter about with the fish tank. So one day, I don't know how soon, but one day, I hope this channel becomes more than just a channel on YouTube. It becomes something that I can apply for some funding for, and I can start to open a men's shed style aquarium shed. that's not just not for men like Men's Shed is, but is a movement that is accessible to everyone, that people can come and enjoy fish keeping together and get all of the positives out of. So step one for me is, well, it's two parts. Step one is do this stuff, get used to the idea of making content and practicing my hobby. And stage two is to just do a little bit of the groundwork for what could be an aquarium shed in the future. So I'm going to share a link in the bottom of this description to a survey that I am conducting at the moment, and I've been advertising in the Practical Fish Keeping magazine as well, where I'm trying to establish what people's mental health and well-being and emotional well-being was like pre and post fish keeping. And I'm hoping that what it will prove is that there is a genuine need for a fish keeping orientated space, charity, community, whatever you will. And that one day, at the back of having some good evidence about why fish keeping is good, and growing this channel so that we maybe have a bit of an income stream from that one day, and making some applications, that the Aquarium Shed will become way more than just my basement. So if you like the sound of that, please get in touch. If you feel like helping me develop this channel, please subscribe, and please fill in the fish keeping survey in the link below. And please like this video, like my other videos, and subscribe ASAP so that I can build this and make this into a reality. Cool. Now go and watch some other videos. They're cool, especially the fish jumping one. That's quite funny, if a little long. I'm getting better at that. Brevity was never my strong point.